Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the College Football Playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. The Hurricanes offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to him this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Has the first down and more. It's a solid gain, moves the ball up to the 28.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Looking to pass. It's back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Big moment of the opening drive. They face third down. Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The Canes will line up to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. Fielded at the 25. The returner is tackled by this one coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking for. It's a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can. Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To the air. It's Sayin. Running back has it on a screen now. He's found some room with the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
New center down to the offense. First and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He breaks free. Great move there. Refusing to be run down. Touchdown,
was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
So second down after the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team the fourth down.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end going to bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Beck. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
On third down, he drops to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here's the first play of the drive now, the beginning of the 41. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes off in a bootleg. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Quarter offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayan. Pass rush gets home.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the ground with plenty of room to run. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they pass this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. Defense is coming after him. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. It's a fumble short of the goal line. And the defense comes up with the football. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Breaks free. He's in the clear. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Now the important point after it's out. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. A stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got him on a crossing route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. Defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sayan. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Catch made wide open way downfield. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Let's take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to pass. It's back. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go for the air.
Second and 10 now for the 48 after that incompletion. On the run, it's Fletcher. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Cade's looking to cash in this red zone trap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught by the receiver. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. First and goal for the offense. Punch it in and tie the score before the half. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through. building some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll give it to the back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot to the right. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. As the first down is still going.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
First down here for this offense. A quick throw out left, complete. Makes the defender miss. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second day, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. To throw, it's Sayin. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. Great cut, they whiff on him. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
In that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And that one's straight down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Play action here on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Throwing up play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Joseph. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's first and 10. Dropping back. It's Beck. Swarm with a pass rush. Sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget a still-played defense in the shoe that has such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
2. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Down the middle, it's Daniels. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Kirk here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Over the middle, it's Fletcher. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Beck. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Well, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Wow, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw. It's Sand. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Now the crucial PAT stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss of 2nd down and 15. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Back to throw. It's Beck. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Hurricanes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Wow, how about that, Chris? Nothing open downfield. He gets underneath to his running back, picks up some positive yards, but it's got to remember, they got to go quick.
They can use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. To throw, it's Beck. Going for his running back. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive. Time ticking away. Fights off a defender. Spins away from defenders. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick catch over the middle. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And this to tie the game here in the final minute. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will tie the game. Are we headed for overtime?
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime here just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. Let's see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to...
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Dropping back, it's back. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He's got it near the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the PAT is good. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes that his guy is better than their guy.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. First down. Looking to throw the football. Down the middle. It's Tate. Finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Here we go. Biggest play so far. Can the defense get a stop on third and goal here for the team? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they scored a touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in second overtime. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Back to pass. It's back. Right behind the line, it's Fletcher. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. Looking to throw it again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He finds the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Canes. The answer here in OT.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2-point play is. See if they can win it.
So it all comes down to this. If they make their 2-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. No, he didn't get in. The defense makes a stand. They stop him, and now we're headed to triple overtime. Okay, so now we've got dueling 2-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. Receiver in motion now. No, he is stopped short. They cannot execute the crucial 2-point play. They get the huge stop, and now they go for a 2-point try to win the game right here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he gets in there to win the